Hey everyone, thanks so much for joining me on the Slice of Healthcare podcast. I'm your host, Jared Taylor. Joining me today is Katrina Rice, the Chief Delivery Officer of Biometric Services at eClinical Solutions. Katrina, how are you today?
I am fine. Thank you for having me.
I'm excited to have you here today. Let's dive right in. Tell us a little bit about your background.
Yeah, a little bit about my background. I have over a career that spans about 25 years in this life sciences space. I've been fortunate to be a part of pharmaceutical and here at eClinical for over 15 years, where I've had the pleasure of working to grow and develop data and technology focused teams, leading business transformations, managing large client portfolios, and definitely while here at eClinical, helping with client acquisition and growth. So it's been an absolutely exciting career so far.
And you're originally from Alabama, so I'm assuming you're the biggest LSU fan out there. Is that fair to say?
Not necessarily. I would say the
Just
biggest.
kidding.
I would say the biggest Alabama fan out there.
I had to throw a wrench in the works here. Um, that's awesome. And for our audience that, a lot of people are familiar with eClinical Solutions, but if you could give us just a quick overview of the company for those that maybe are new to the company, we'd love to hear more.
Yeah, absolutely. So at eClinical, we are a product. We have a clinical data analytics platform called Illuminate. So we're a product and a biometric services organization. So our goal is to bring the best of technologies and service expertise to our clients. Our mission is to help our clients get treatments and drugs to market faster so that we can save lives for patients. So we like to partner with our clients so that they get the best of technologies as well as the best group or industry experts to actually do that. And we're focused on data and technology. We're all about the data, which you'll hear a little bit more when we go through the industry survey that we put together.
And tell us what's the current state of clinical trial data management? Like where are things at today? Where do you see it heading?
Yeah. So from my perspective, I think more than ever what we're seeing with all the industry headwinds and tailwinds and everything that we're struggling, being seeing in the industry, I think clinical operation and data management professionals overall in this space, they're challenged really with more to increase efficiency, reduce their cycle times. Everyone wants to look at the cycle times and how do we reduce and compress how much time it takes us to do things. In the pandemic, when we saw drugs get to market and get a vaccine approved, it really accelerated the need, improved that we could do it. While doing all of that, we're still grappling with the complexity of our clinical studies and our clinical trials, as well as with the talent. So it's a little bit of mix, and being a data management professional myself, we're mixed and challenged with trying to continue to grow and increase and reduce times while maintaining quality, while finding the right folks to help us do the job. At the same time, when you think about, we're thinking about decentralization with DCT, we're looking at advanced analytics. So we have a lot of things in this industry that we're attempting to do, but we're trying to decrease time to do that while maintaining cost as well. So a lot actually happening in with data management professionals.
And what are some of the trends you're seeing in the life science space? Over the last let's say a couple months, but then kind of even maybe longer outlook. Where do you see those trends heading?
Yeah. So definitely see the trends are heading where I don't think we're selling the importance of any type of your visuals, your data technologies. It's more around how do we harness all these technologies again to help us to reduce these cycle times. And as we're thinking about patients and we're focused on patient centricity, how do we actually maximize and bring in decentralized technologies into this landscape that is already quite complex? I also see at the heart, which we found from the industry survey, that in order for us to achieve and reduce cost and reduce cycle times and maximize the talent we need, we have to be focused on automation. And I think where we're headed now, I think we're seeing more for the need for what I call intelligent automation, as well as how do we mix which is still very, very, is now, I think, really becoming very hotter, is going to be using artificial intelligence. And how are we going to mix all of that to help us reduce and get to these decreased cycle times while maintaining the quality? Because we work in a highly regulated industry, so it's going to be very important to not only move this stuff forward, but also make sure we do not sacrifice patient safety and quality.
And we mentioned earlier in the conversation, you just mentioned it, this report, the survey that you put out. Tell us more about that, why you wanted to do this, and then what were some of the findings of that report?
Yeah. So what we were thinking about last year when we were preparing and had for our industry conference for our platform that I mentioned, Illuminate, which is our clinical data analytics hub, we have an annual conference, and we were thinking outside the box that to how do we maximize and how do we get some information and details from our clients, because we always think we know what's top of mind for our clients, but we wanted to use that conference as an opportunity to hear from them what were top of mind for them. What were they thinking about and what things were important, so that it helped us as an organization focus on what are the things that we need to actually bring, what are the more value adds that we can bring to our customers. So we did this survey, and with over 60 of our clients that were in attendance, and we were able to glean some great insight with some of the things we suspected we knew, but it's always good for to hear it, for it to be validated. So that survey allowed us to actually get what was top of mind. So what I do tell you, some of the things that were quite interesting to me, where we knew going into last year was so much buzz and hype around patient centricity, which we know is very important, especially as we start to, which I know it'll be a whole nother conversation. I hope to come back to talk about diversity and inclusion. But when we even think about that, when we think about patient centricity, I would have thought top of mind for our clients would have been DCT, which it wasn't. So the most revealing factor to me in that survey is that what was top of mind from trends and what they were looking at, and most important, was automation, even over DCT. And after we went through this survey, had more follow-up conversations with some of our clients, and just to clarify, most of those clients are clients that were using our Illuminate. It made sense why they thought about automation, because if you go back to the reduction of cycle times, people scarcity, complexity of trials, quality, automation helps you, probably you can see the return on that investment faster than anything else. So after thinking and digging more into it, made sense why people are thinking more about automation, because we're looking for immediate results.
When you put out these reports, like in the process, I'm assuming you already have some sort of, let's call it like guesstimates, some ideas on what might be coming back. When you put these reports out, do you have a lot of stuff that ends up shocking you when you get them back? Or is it more, there's some stuff you're like, that's obvious. We thought that was going to happen. And there's some there's like, wow, we did not expect that whatsoever.
I think it was a combination. I think for us, it's especially being a technology company and a service company, you gotta we get an opportunity to engage with a lot of clients. So a lot of it we already gleaned, or we already knew, because we're working so close with clients. But again, it was more about validation, because I think we want to take an opportunity to not just all the things think we know everything, to actually have it being validated for us. So I think it was a percent of it. Most of it wasn't shocking to us. I think it was more on what the top of minds and priorities were for them. When we were thinking, hey, industry is saying one thing, but it was clear that what they felt was top of mind. So that was the most shocking for us. But I don't think it was anything that we didn't suspect in the general areas.
What's something about the report that really excited you as we move forward here?
Yeah. So the most revealing excitement, what I see is the opportunity of being for our company, and an opportunity for industry, but most important, where I feel we can add a lot of value to our clients, was the whole concept about looking at the automation. How do we help clients realize these outcomes and reduce these cycle times by using technology, using intelligent automation? So I'm really excited about that because we have some great initiatives that are ongoing, that we have put in place, that are ongoing, to help us to automate even some of the things that we're doing and delivering to our clients. So I was really excited about that. And then naturally, our movement and growth into DCT, the partnerships that we're building and educating ourselves, were the hot topics to me. But the automation and how do we get to that intelligence and actually be able to help our clients decrease the cycle times is what I'm most excited about, being a technology company and a services company. I think those are the things that I can point my finger and bring that immediate return to my clients.
What's next, for you and the eClinical Solutions team, that we can expect that you can share with us here today?
So we have a lot of things that are next, and we're excited about where our product is going, which is Illuminate, our clinical analytics hub. We're continuing to innovate and build more modules. We're got a huge focus on AI and how we do our data review. So from that technology side, aggressive, exciting roadmap that's coming that is going to help not only our clients, but my organization, leading a service biometrics organization, utilize our own technology. So it's going to help my team do things better and get to where we can show those reduced cycle times to our clients. So that is on the work for our product. With respect to our biometrics and services organization, we're looking at how do we continue to grow our talent, and scale and really be ahead of the game when it comes to some of the hot topics and presses, while really still maintaining a focus on quality. We have a lot of different new approaches we're putting in to reduce and really be in a quality focused organization, which can also deliver with some speed. So a lot of great things that are happening, and I'm quite excited and can't wait to talk to you more.
I'm excited to see how everything comes together, and really excited to have you come back at some point to dive into some of these other reports that you put out. And always love hearing if something surprised you or if it was expected, and what that means for the industry moving forward. So, Katrina, thank you so much for being a guest on the show, sharing some insights, diving through more parts of the report. People like that are listening, watching, should go check out that report. We're happy to share that link, and hopefully have you on again in the near future.
I am so looking forward to it. Thank you.
Thank you.